Welcome to Clarinda as Clarinda Cardinals and the Clarke Indians battle in the Class 2A District 7 high school football conference play. Clarinda is the home team tonight up against the Clarke Indians. Clarinda 3-2, the 11th ranked team in Class 2A, and Clarke 2-3, the 26th team in Class 2A. Tonight could be a very good matchup for both squads here, as Clarke has a very heavy passing squad and Clarinda a very heavy running squad. As we get ready to start the game, with Clarinda won the toss and elected to receive. Kicking off is Clarke.
All right, all you football fans, up on your feet for the kickoff. Here we go.
Clarke comes into this game as underdogs, as they're 2-3, losing to recently the Van Meter Bulldogs. They lost 48-10 last Friday. Carson Beckel with the turn, brings it to around the 27-yard line, as Clarinda's going to get underway with their heavy rushing offense led by Noah Harris. Noah Harris on the season has 458 passing yards, 392 rushing yards. Clarinda's looking to use two backs tonight, Dominic Posley and Carson Downey. Posley has 542 yards with almost 100 attempts on the season. Downey has 435 yards with 60 attempts on the season. Let's look and see what they start with here. Hand off to Posley. Posley's going to get the first down. He's going to go out around the 41-yard line. After that, around 11-yard gain from Posley, that'll start him off the night very nicely, as Harris is in the I formation again. Hands it back off to Posley. Posley's going to get past. He's going to get more yards. He's going to get the first down. He's going to get around the 40-yard line. That's going to be around almost a 20-yard gain, maybe 18 yards. Clarke comes this game with a very commanding defense with three of their top players, over 20 tackles on the season. Not many sacks for Clarke thus far. Cole Binding is one of Clarke's top defensive players tonight, as Harris will hand it to Posley again, and Posley will get shot. He'll be short of the line of scrimmage and will be 2nd and 13 now for the Cardinals. Clarinda's a very heavy rushing team, relying on the offensive line this season. Posley in the backfield. Harris is going to hand it to Posley again. He's going to get maybe a yard on that play. Make it 3rd and 12. As Clarinda gets ready again, they have three wide receivers to the near side and one to the far side. Harris is going to throw the ball. He looks like he's going to have Beckel wide odd. It was deflected by number 13 on the Clarke. That is Brock Watson, the junior. Brock Watson's a very good wide receiver for Clarke. He's actually Jack Cooley's top target. He has 608 yards and 41 receptions this season, only through 5 games. That'll bring up 4th down as the Cardinals are going to punt. Back deep. Back deep looks to be Brock Watson. Posley punts it to around the 12-yard line as Clarke will take over on the 12-yard line. Clarke, a very heavy passing offense. Jack Cooley, the quarterback, he has over 1,000 yards with 1,276 yards, 11 touchdowns, and just passing. The rushing, he's ran a couple times. He has 174 yards with 3 touchdowns. Like I said before, Cooley's top receiver is Brock Watson. He has 608 yards in the season. As Clarke comes out with 2 wide receivers to the near side with Brock Watson. That's a pass to the middle to number 87. That is Cole White, the senior, tight end. Being a heavy passing offense, Clarke has to use many different receivers. They can't just use one receiver like they have with Brock Watson, who has pretty much 30 more receptions than the next closest receiver to him. That's Jesus Vega with 217 yards and 17 receptions. As Clarke starts with the 1st and 10. Cooley's going to throw it to Watson. Watson's going to get around 14 yards on the play there. Another 1st down for the Clarke Indians. Clarke in their last game lost to Van Meter 48-10. Clarke sets up again with Brock Watson all the way out to the near side. Looks like it's going to be a run by Shea Matthews. Matthews is going to get maybe 11 yards on the play, as that'll be another 1st down for the Clarke Indians, as they're just rolling over the Clarinda Cardinals right now. Cardinals defense is very strong with Jace Wilmus leading with 23.5 tackles, 4 sacks, and 10 tackles for loss. Braden Nowhere and Carson Downey are there too with 17.5 tackles in the season. Nowhere has 2 sacks. Downey has 1. Looks like there's a flag on the play. False start on the Indians. That'll move him back 5 yards. That'll make it 1st and 15 for Clarke. Clarinda won this game last year 28-7. Clarinda's 4-0 in all matchups against Clarke. The first meeting was back in 2010 with Clarinda winning 12-7. As Cooley's going to take it up the middle. Cooley's going to get around a couple defenders, and he's going to get a solid gain with another flag on the play. He got around 13 yards on the play. Let's see what this flag is.
Jack Cooley on the keeper picks up about 8 yards on the play. 13 yards on the play. But there is a flag.
Blocking the back on the offense. It was Court Seltzer, the senior, offensive tackle. With an offense like Clarke, you need to have a good offensive line. You can't make small mistakes like that this early in the game. Only 8 minutes in. Cooley takes a snap. He's going to give it to... He's going to give it to Shea Matthews. Matthews is going to get... He's not going to get any yards, it looks like. 2nd and 14 now for the Clarke Indians. Ball's on the 45. Brock Watson. He's going to fall. That's going to be incomplete as Cooley was targeting Watson as he fell on the play. Karsten Beckel on the Cardinals was covering as Watson fell. That's going to bring up 3rd and 14 for the Indians. As Clarke lines up, Watson's to the near side with another wide receiver to the far side. As Jace Wellness deflects the pass, that'll make it incomplete and a 4th and 14. Clarke will now punt, as it'll be back deep for the Cardinals is Caden Hawley. He averages about 10.2 yards per attempt this season. He's a pretty good returner for the Cardinals as he's only a freshman. He's returned it 15 times for 153 yards. No touchdowns yet this season. As Hawley's going to make the fair catch at around the 16-yard line. Oh, excuse me, 18-yard line. That'll bring the Cardinals up for their 2nd drive now. As it looks like we have a timeout already. A water break. It's a very hot night here tonight, so we might have a couple of those. As we'll take a break, and we'll be back after this.
Nordland Insurance Agency. Over 80 years of service to our area. Holly Stansberry and her husband Pete own Nordland Insurance Now, an independent agency representing several companies, and they offer a full line of insurance products, including home, auto, commercial, farm, crop, life, and health. Nordland Insurance Agency, serving Southwest Iowa and Northwest Missouri. Visit us online at nordlandinsurance.com or call us at 712-542-5175. Nordland Insurance Agency. Clarinda.
Your feet carry you through life, which is why Clarinda Regional Health Center wants to make sure you're putting your best foot forward for any foot or ankle concerns. Our team of podiatrists are available weekdays to address your foot or ankle issues, ranging from arthritis to diabetic foot problems, bunions, hammer toes, or foot injuries that might require surgical care. CRHC wants to help you take a step in the right direction. So go to clarindahealth.com to learn more about our podiatry services.
Welcome back to Clarinda as we get ready for Clarinda's 2nd drive of the night of this 2A7 district football game. Clarinda 3-2, 11th ranked in 2A, and Clarke 2-3, ranked 26th in 2A. Clarinda recently played I-35, beating them 44-7. Pretty dominant game all around for the Cardinals. As Downey's in the backfield with Wyman and Beckel to the near side. He's going to hand it off to Downey. Downey's going to get a nice couple blocks. Downey's going to get away. Downey's going to get to around the 50-yard line. That's going to be about a 30-yard gain for Downey. Downey, a very good running back for these Cardinals. He's a very experienced as he's a senior this year. He's used a lot in many of these games as he's very strong. Harris hands it to Downey again. Downey's going to lower his shoulder. He's going to get maybe 2-3 yards on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 8. Harris takes a snap. He's going to fake it to Downey. Harris is going to roll out, and he's going to get it to Jackson Myers as he makes a diving. Oh, it's going to be incomplete. They called it incomplete as it'll be 3rd and 8 for the Cardinals. Jackson Myers must have hit the ball on the ground as he came down with it. Clarinda, being a very heavy run offense, can maybe confuse the defense every once in a while when they'll throw the ball because they're not really expecting it as much, as Clarinda likes to rely on the run game with Downey and Posley. As Harris is going to take the snap, it's going to be a screen pass to Downey. Downey's going to take off. He's going to get to the 40, the 30. He's going to go to the 20. He's going to be tackled around the 5. As Downey's going to get a 43-yard gain, as that'll bring the Cardinals within the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Cardinals. Direct snap. As it looks like Posley's going to get into the end zone for the first score of this football game tonight. That'll make it 6-0 over the Indians. That's Posley's 11th touchdown this season. As they're going to go for 2. As Harris is going to get in there and make it 8-0. As Clarinda takes the lead. Clarinda's going to take the lead 8-0 after a second drive. Clarke got a couple things going in there first, but Clarinda bounced back after their first drive and managed to put 8 on the board after a 43-yard run by Downey to set him up inside the 5-yard line. Then Posley took it in for his 11th touchdown of the season, as Harris would take it in for the 2-point conversion and make it 8-0. We'll be back after these.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
Welcome back as we're just getting underway of this high school football 2A District 7 football game. Clarinda scored in their last drive as Dominic Posley got in the end zone on a 5-yard rush, and Noah Harris ran it in for the 2-point conversion. As Clarinda gets ready to kick off, back deep will be Brock Watson. Clarinda looks to be talking over this kickoff here. As Jackson Myers will be making the kickoff for the Cardinals. It's going to be a nice kick to Watson. Watson's going to take it from the 10. He's going to get to the 20. He's going to get to the 30. He's going to get to the 40, the 50. There's no one there. It looks like Tate Navy's going to maybe get there, but he's going to score. And that'll be a kickoff return for Brock Watson. Brock Watson is Clarke's top returner. He does have a touchdown in the season just on the punt return. on the kick return side. That's his 3rd touchdown this season on kick returns. And they'll bring in number 24, Rafael Avalos, the freshman. As Clarke looks to take after the almost 80 to 90 yard kick return from Brock Watson, Clarke's going to be right back in it, and the score is going to be 8-7 with 5:06 left on the clock in the first quarter. We'll be back after this.
At Clarinda Regional Health Center, our therapy providers are here for you to ensure that you receive the exceptional care that you deserve. We have therapists for physical, occupational, and speech therapy needs, as well as specialized services like pelvic floor therapy and lymphedema care. Whether you're recovering from a surgery or an injury, our team's goal is to get you back to optimal functional living. Learn more about our therapy team and services at clarindahealth.com.
Welcome back to Clarinda. As we're just getting underway, it's actually 7-8 for Clarke, as Brock Watson had a 90-yard kick return and brought Clarke back into this game. It's now 8-7. As Rafael Avalos, the freshman, is going to kick off to Carson Beckel and Caden Hawley back deep. Caden Hawley, a very good kick return for the Cardinals. That's going to go out of bounds. There'll be a flag. It'll bring the ball up to the 35-yard line as the Cardinals will get set to underway their 3rd drive of the night. Cardinals got to see many things right away as they had very much success in the run game, and then the screen pass to Downey as he took off for almost 43 yards that set up for the Dominic Posley 5-yard touchdown. Really helped a lot. Let's see what they do here in this drive. Downey's in the backfield. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Harris is going to pitch it to Downey. There's going to be multiple flags on the play as Downey's going to go for 2 yards. Flags came out at the same time. So it looks like it's going to holding on the offense. It's Braden Noteware. That'll bring him back to the 25-yard line as the Clarinda Cardinals will get ready to start 1st and 20. Clarinda's going to bring 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Beckles on the near side. Carson Beckles has 8 receptions on the season for almost 142 yards. As that run there by Carson Downey is going to give him around 5 yards, make it 2nd and 15. Ball's going to be on the 30 now. Downey almost averages 7 yards per carry. His longest this season being a 42-yarder. He just, well, that was a screen pass, so that didn't count. And as Downey's going to get past, and he's going to get out around the 44-yard line. As that was another nice run by Downey, make it about 3rd and 2 for the Cardinals with the ball on the 43. Clarenda likes to use their receivers very nicely on third downs. Jackson Myers caught a couple passes in the last couple of games against Van Meter to get out of third down situations. As Downey's going to get past, Downey's going to take off. He's going to get past him. He's going to go to the 20. He's going to go to the 10. He's going to score as Downey's going to take almost a 57-yard touchdown. That'll make the score now 14-7 as the Cardinals are getting their rushing game started right away. Couple nice blocks there from the Cardinals to set up that 57-yard touchdown from Downey. That's Downey's longest on the season so far. As Harris gets ready for the two-point conversion. It's going to be a direct snap to Posley as Posley's he's going to get stopped short as that'll keep the score 14-7 after the 57-yard rush from Carson Downey. The score is now 14-7 with 4 minutes and 2 seconds remaining on the clock in just the first quarter. We'll be back after these.
Nordland Insurance Agency. Over 80 years of service to our area. Holly Stansberry and her husband Pete own Nordland Insurance Now, an independent agency representing several companies, and they offer a full line of insurance products including home, auto, commercial, farm, crop, life, and health. Nordland Insurance Agency, serving Southwest Iowa and Northwest Missouri. Visit us online at nordlandinsurance.com or call us at 712-542-5175. Nordland Insurance Agency. Clarinda.
At Clarinda Regional Health Center, our therapy providers are here for you to ensure that you receive the exceptional care that you deserve. We have therapists for physical, occupational, and speech therapy needs, as well as specialized services like pelvic floor therapy and lymphedema care. Whether you're recovering from a surgery or an injury, our team's goal is to get you back to optimal functional living. Learn more about our therapy team and services at clarindahealth.com.
Welcome back to Clarenda for this Class 2A District 7 high school football. As Clarenda, within 8 minutes, has scored 2 touchdowns, while Clarke scored 1 off of a 90-yard kickoff return. As Jackson Myers gets ready to kick this off to Brock Watson. It's going to be a squib kick as Watson's going to take it. Last time Watson got away from the Cardinals for a 90-yard touchdown.
Brock Watson on return, brought down the play by Dominic Posley. Tackled at the 25-yard line. Will be first and 10 for the Indians.
It's going to be first and 10 for the Indians on the 25-yard line with 3 minutes and 56 to remain in the first quarter. Cardinals lead 14-7. So we can see what the Indians have in store for us here with their heavy passing offense. They couldn't get anything going on their first drive, but the 90-yard kickoff return helped them get on the board. As Cooley's going to throw it to number 5, and it's going to be overthrown. Number 5 is Ashton Giza. Ashton Giza, the senior. Giza on the season has 98 yards with 11 receptions. He has 2 touchdowns also. Watson comes out to the near side. Cooley takes the snap. He looks back to pass. He's going to run forward as Downey and Wilmus is going to take him down at the line of scrimmage. That'll be 3rd and 10 for the Indians. Wilmus and Downey are very big leaders on this defense as they're both seniors. Downey with a sack. Wilmus with 4 sacks in the season. Jace has 10 tackles for the loss. Downey has 4.5 tackles for the loss. Clarke comes out with 2 receivers to the near side, 1 on the far side. That's Shea Matthews in the backfield. Matthews is going to get it. He's going to be stopped. It's going to be a tackle for loss. Looks like it's Carson Downey.
Drake Moore on the carry. Goes down to the backfield. Loss of 2. Tackled by Carson Downey. Will bring up
Excuse me, that was Drake Moore, not no.
back deep for the Cardinals.
Yeah, that was Drake Moore on the carry.
Caden Holly. Set to do the punting.
As now it's 4th and 12.
Castro for the Indians.
The Indians are now going to punt as Caden Hawley's back deep. Hawley, a very good punt returner with 10.5 yards per attempt. As there's a flag on the play. Encroachment on the defense.
Gonna bring up this 1st down and 7. Castro still back there to punt. Holly's out to receive.
Caden Hawley still back to receive. That's a spiraled punt as Hawley's not going to take it. It's going to roll to about the 23-yard line as the Cardinals will get underway with their 4th drive of the night. So far in this game, Clarinda has showed that why its rushing offense is so electric. 57-yard touchdown from Carson Downey. And a couple of nice runs from Downey as well. A couple 12-yarders, 10-yard gains. It's Harris is in the backfield. Looks like there's a direct snap to Posley as Posley is going to get around 7 yards, bring it to the 30-yard line, make it 2nd and 3 for the Cardinals. Direct snap to Downey as Downey's going to pick up the 1st down. Downey is used as a power back a lot as he's a very physical athlete, as Dominic Posley is a very fast athlete. Clarinda gets ready. Harris is going to take the snap. Harris is going to get maybe 3 yards on the play. The QB scramble is likely to be used a lot tonight with the Cardinals, as Harris has almost 392 yards on the season and 3 touchdowns. He's carried the ball 53 times. So he's up there with Downey as a very leading rusher. As Posley's going to take it again. Posley's going to cut up. Posley's going to get to the 1st down at around the 47-yard line with 22 seconds left to go in the 1st quarter. As Clarinda gets ready again. He's going to hand it to Myers. Myers is going to take off. Myers to the 40. Myers to the 30, the 20. He's going to get wrapped up around the 15-yard line as Jackson Myers makes a nice jet sweep route. And he's going to pick up almost 30 yards on the play. Like I was saying earlier, Myers is a very good receiving back. He was against Van Meter, at least. He made a couple nice plays to get him out of a third down situation. He also runs the ball a lot. He has 2 touchdowns on the season, 44 yards on 11 carries. And that'll do it for the first quarter as the Clarinda Cardinals lead Clarke 14-7. As we will be back after these.
Nordland Insurance Agency. Over 80 years of service to our area. Holly Stansberry and her husband Pete own Nordland Insurance now, an independent agency representing several companies, and they offer a full line of insurance products, including home, auto, commercial, farm, crop, life, and health. Nordland Insurance Agency, serving Southwest Iowa and Northwest Missouri. Visit us online at nordlandinsurance.com or call us at 712-542-5175. Nordland Insurance Agency. Clarinda.
Your feet carry you through life, which is why Clarinda Regional Health Center wants to make sure you're putting your best foot forward for any foot or ankle concerns. Our team of podiatrists are available weekdays to address your foot or ankle issues, ranging from arthritis to diabetic foot problems, bunions, hammer toes, or foot injuries that might require surgical care. CRHC wants to help you take a step in the right direction. So go to clarindahealth.com to learn more about our podiatry services.
Welcome back to Clarinda as we get ready to take off on this second quarter with the Clarinda Cardinals leading 14-7 after a nice rush by Jackson Myers that almost went 30 yards. Clarinda is now on the 15-yard line. Clarinda leads 14-7 after many rushing attacks. Clarke had a nice 90-yard return that brought him back within 7 to the Cardinals. Cardinals get ready on their own 15. Posley's going to take the snap. Posley's going to get to the 5. He's going to get. He's going to be. They're going to mark him just short as he's going to be within inches. As there's a hurt Clarke player on the field now. As it looks like Clarke has 2 players down. Corner's going to be inside the 1-yard line as they're going to get ready to take over first and goal.
All those proceeds go to school organizations, and we really appreciate it. Thank you.
This is the 5th meeting with Clarinda and Clarke. Clarinda's 4-0 in all of the matchups. And Clarke, here's a fun fact, Clarke has not scored more than 8 points against the Cardinals all time. So if Clarke gets more than a touchdown tonight, that'll be the first time they've put up 2 scores against the Cardinals in this 5-game series.
And there we go, the other gentleman.
As the Clarke Indian gets up, that's number 74.
Just outside the goal line for the Cardinals.
74 is Lane O'Hare, the senior. As the Cardinals are now inside the 1-yard line. Looks like the Cardinals have lineman Jace Wilmison at tailback as there's a flag on the play. That's going to be a false start on the offense. It's going to be a 1-yard, it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Going to put the ball on the 6-yard line as the Cardinals will start first and goal on the 6. Hare's back to snap. Looks like Posley's going to take it. As Posley's going to get down to maybe the 2, maybe the 3-yard line, make it second and goal for the Cardinals. as the Cardinals line up on the goal line. All bunched up. Cardinals look to maybe run it here, being so bunched up. And they do. And I think that it was Posley that it looked like he slipped on the play. It's going to make it 3rd and goal on the 2-yard line for the Cardinals. Cardinals are a very heavy rushing offense, so not a lot to expect from the passing game this close, as it looks like Posley is going to get in for the 3rd score of the night for the Cardinals. It's going to make it 20-7. As that'll be Posley's 2nd score of the night after the 5-yard touchdown to start the game. And that's the 2nd of the night, making it 20-7. As Clarinda lines up for the 2-point conversion. It's going to be a direct snap to Downey, as Downey's he's going to get in there. It's going to make the score 22-7 as the Cardinals lead the Clarke Indians with 10 minutes and 34 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. We'll be back after these.
Nordland Insurance Agency. Over 80 years of service to our area. Holly Stansberry and her husband Pete own Nordland Insurance Now, an independent agency representing several companies, and they offer a full line of insurance products, including home, auto, commercial, farm, crop, life, and health. Nordland Insurance Agency, serving Southwest Iowa and Northwest Missouri. Visit us online at nordlandinsurance.com or call us at 712-542-5175. Nordland Insurance Agency. Clarinda.
Welcome back to Clarinda, as we're just getting underway in the 2nd quarter, where Dominic Posley just had a 2-yard touchdown to extend the Cardinals lead to 22-7 over the Clarke Indians with 10 minutes and 34 seconds to go in the 2nd. As Clarinda and its kicker Jackson Myers get ready to kick off back to Brock Watson. Watson, as you remember from earlier, scored a 90-yard touchdown on the kickoff. That's Clarke's only score tonight. Clarke hasn't got much going on the offense this far with the passing. Clarke being such a heavy passing game can be a very hard situation in the high school level. But they seem to make it work with their 2 wins, as Myers is going to make an onside kick. And it's going to be, the Indians are going to fall on it, as looks like it's going to be slow to get up. It's going to get up though. Slow to get up was Oscar Castro, the senior. As Clarinda looks to hold Clarke again, as Clarke's not been able to get anything going on the offensive side of the ball tonight, as I don't think they've gotten past the 50 yet in the game. And right now that'd be the first down marker. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Brock Watson to the far. Jack Cooley fakes the snap. He's going to throw it to Watson. Watson's he's gonna drop the ball, as that was Carson Beckel on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 10 for the Indians with the ball on the 44-yard line. It's homecoming here in Clarendon tonight. Cooley's going to hand it off to number 44, 44 being Shea Matthews. Matthews is going to get to maybe, he's going to get right behind the 50-yard line, maybe 49. It's a 6-yard gain for the Indians. That'll make it 3rd and 4 with about 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. As Cooley gets ready for the snap. Wide receiver to the near side. There's a flag on the play. Cooley's going to get it off just in time to. And it's going to be dropped by number 6. That was Oscar Castro. There's a flag on the play, though. It was an illegal procedure on the offense. Connor Hannafin, the Clarina Cardinals head coach, elected to decline the penalty and make it 4th and 4 for the Indians. As it looks like the Indians are going to keep the offense on the field. Maybe try and get this first down here so they can get back in this thing and not be down by 2 scores to the Cardinals this early in the game. As it is a packed house here in Clarinda tonight, bringing in many people for the homecoming. And it would be a false start on Clarke, as that was Oscar Castro again. That'll be a 5-yard penalty, moving Clarke back to the 45-yard line, making it 4th and 9. As it looks like the offense is going to come back out and run a play on 4th and 9. Cooley's going to drop back. He's going to throw it. It's going to be caught. That's going to be number 7, Jesus Vega, the senior. Vega is a very good wide receiver on this Clarke team with 217 yards and 1 touchdown. Jesus is one of Cooley's favorite targets on the season. That'll be a first down for Clarke. Cooley hands it off to number 44. That's Shea Matthews. As there's another flag on the play. There's a 5-yard loss for the Indians. And it looks like it's going to be on the Indians. It was another illegal procedure on the Indians, as it'll be 2nd down and 15 from around the 45-yard line. Penalties seem to be the biggest factor in the game so far, having multiple just on this drive. Cooley fakes it. It's a screen pass to Shea Matthews. Matthews is going to get to around the 38-yard line. As that'll be a nice gain, bringing the Indians to 3rd and 8. Matthews was brought down by one of Clarinda's top defensive players, Carson Downey. Clarke's going to come out with 2 wide receivers to the near side. Looks like he's going to throw it to number 87. He's going to get to the 15. He's going to get to the 20, excuse me. He's going to get tackled around the 18-yard line. That was Cole White, the senior. White's he's another target that Cooley likes to deal with. He has 12 receptions and 149 yards on the season. No touchdowns, though. As Clarke's moving down the field very, very nicely. Looks like a scoring-worthy drive for the Indians, as they have two wide receivers to the near side, Brock Watson to the far. As they're going to give it to Shea Matthews. Matthews is going to get the first down. He's going to get a few more, and he's going to be tackled by a herd of Cardinals.
Great ball on the reception for the Indians. Move the ball down inside the 5-yard line. It's called 4.
And it looks like Clarinda's going to take a timeout here and talk over this goal line stance that they want to obtain here. And we'll be back after the timeout.
At Clarinda Regional Health Center, our therapy providers are here for you to ensure that you receive the exceptional care that you deserve. We have therapists for physical, occupational, and speech therapy needs, as well as specialized services like pelvic floor therapy and lymphedema care. Whether you're recovering from a surgery or an injury, our team's goal is to get you back to optimal functional living. Learn more about our therapy team and services at clarindahealth.com.
Nordland Insurance Agency. Over 80 years of service to our area. Holly Stansberry and her husband Pete own Nordland Insurance now, an independent agency representing several companies, and they offer a full line of insurance products including home, auto, commercial, farm, crop, life, and health. Nordland Insurance Agency, serving Southwest Iowa and Northwest Missouri. Visit us online at nordlandinsurance.com or call us at 712-542-5175. Nordland Insurance Agency, Clarinda.
Welcome back to Clarinda. Alex Lewis here with the live stream tonight as Clarke looks to get stopped on the 5-yard line after the timeout by the Cardinals. Clarke started their 1st and goal from the 3-yard line as Cooley was tackled behind the line of scrimmage by Jace Wilmus. Wilmus is probably the Cardinals' best defensive player with 23.5 tackles, 4 sacks, and now 11 tackles for loss on the season. As Clarke gets ready to come in for 2nd and goal on the 4-yard line. Cooley takes a shotgun snap. He's going to throw it. It's going to be number 7, and it's going to be a touchdown. That is number 7. That is Jesus Vega. That's his 2nd touchdown on the season for the Indians. As the Indians get ready to kick another field goal, it's Rafael Avalos, the freshman. It's going to be up and through as there's a penalty on the play. Looks like it may be roughing the kicker. Most likely be enforced on the kickoff. Clarke in their last game beat the Interstate 35 Roadrunners 44-7. Had Carson Downey almost had 200 yards on the night with 195 yards on 20 carries. He had 2 touchdowns. Dominic Posley had 20 carries with only 98 yards, but he also had 2 touchdowns. Carson Downey also managed to get 2 receptions with 53 yards and a touchdown. So Carson Downey is a very big asset to this Clarinda Cardinals team. After the touchdown, it'll make it 22-14, as it'll be Carson Beckel and Caden Hawley back deep for the Cardinals. As I mentioned earlier, Clarke's never scored more than 8 points against the Cardinals, so this is the first time ever that Clarke has ever scored more than twice against the Cardinals in their 5 meetings, this being the 5th. As we get ready to kick off here, it'll be number 6. That is Oscar Castro. Kick off one of the end zone, and it'll bring us to the 20-yard line for the Cardinals to start their next drive as they lead 22-14 over the Indians. Clarinda is very effective on the ground tonight, as 57-yard touchdown from Carson Downey and another one to start the game from Posley, a 5-yard. Harris in the shotgun formation. Direct snap to Posley, as Posley's going to get tackled around the 23-yard line. Looks like it'll be a 3-yard gain for Posley. Posley may get the ball more, but he doesn't get as many yards on the play as Downey will. Downey will get maybe 7 or 8 on the play. Posley will average around 3 or 4 on the play. As a direct snap to Harris, the quarterback. Harris is going to get maybe down to the 27-yard line. That'll make it 3rd and 3 for the Cardinals. This could be a very short drive for the Cardinals if they don't get the first down here. Very big for the Indians right here, as the Indians will take a timeout to talk about this. What a big situation for the Indians, as they can tie this ball game up if they stop the Cardinals here and score a touchdown. We'll be back after this with the timeout.
At Clarinda Regional Health Center, our therapy providers are here for you to ensure that you receive the exceptional care that you deserve. We have therapists for physical, occupational, and speech therapy needs, as well as specialized services like pelvic floor therapy and lymphedema care. Whether you're recovering from a surgery or an injury, our team's goal is to get you back to optimal functional living. Learn more about our therapy team and services at clarindahealth.com.
Welcome back to Clarinda, as we're 6 minutes into this second quarter here, as Clarinda leads 22-14. Clarinda just scored on their recent drive, as it was a long drive, only with a 2-yard touchdown from Carson Downey. As this is a very big 3rd and 2 for the Indians, as a stop here would help them out crucially. And it looks like there's going to be a flag on the play. Let's see what this is. There's a false start on the offense. That was Andrew Jones, a senior. Jones, a wide receiver for the Cardinals. 77 yards and 2 touchdowns on the season. Very experienced Jones right there. As Harris looks to throw. Harris is going to throw it to Jones, and it's going to be intercepted by, it's going to be ruled incomplete. It was Oscar Castro who almost came down with the interception, as Clarinda's going to go 3 and out here. And that's very crucial for the Indians. Smart timeout there by their head coach. As Dominic Posley will be the punter for the Cardinals. Indians look like they'll have maybe 2 returners, maybe 3 returners here. Very different formation here. But as always, Brock Watson will be back to return, as Watson is their best returner. He's not going to go anywhere, as he's going to be wrapped up by a herd of tacklers from the Cardinals. It'll be on the 40-yard line for the Clarke Indians with 5 minutes and 48 seconds to go in this second quarter, as Clarinda leads 22-14. Many players on the Clarinda team play both ways, so going to be very, very physical tonight on both sides of the ball for many of these players. Five seconds on the play clock, and it looks like Clarke's going to be calling a timeout due to that fact. We'll be back after this as Clarinda leads 22-14 with 5 minutes and 48 seconds left to go in this second quarter.
Nordland Insurance Agency. Over 80 years of service to our area. Holly Stansberry and her husband Pete own Nordland Insurance now, an independent agency representing several companies, and they offer a full line of insurance products including home, auto, commercial, farm, crop, life, and health. Nordland Insurance Agency, serving Southwest Iowa and Northwest Missouri. Visit us online at nordlandinsurance.com or call us at 712-542-5175. Nordland Insurance Agency. Clarinda.
Welcome back to Clarinda as Clarinda leads 22-14 over the Clarke Indians. Both schools in the Class 2A7 district. Very big district game here for both schools, as Clarke is 2-3 and Clarinda is 3-2. A win here by Clarke could make them 500 in the season, and a win here with Clarinda could help them reach the playoffs, as looks like Cooley's going to take it. Cooley's going to take it around 4 yards for the Indians. The Indians being such a pass-heavy offense, they don't get a lot of the running backs going, but Jack Cooley does have a few yards in the season, 174 to be exact, and 3 touchdowns. Very big drive here for the Cardinals, as the Indians are only down 8 to them. Cooley's going to drop back. He's going to get, it looks like he's going to get sacked by a herd of Cardinals. It may have been number 50, Braden Noteware, on the play. It's Braden Noteware's 3rd sack on the season if it's a solo, but it may not be, so it could be 2.5 for him. It's going to give a little confidence booster to the Cardinals, as it'll make it 3rd and 10 with 4:30 to go in this game. Excuse me, in the half. Clarke's going to bring a receiver to the near side, one on the far side. Excuse me, 2 receivers on the far near side. As
Timeout taken by the Clarke Indians. That'll be their last timeout of the half.
it's the final timeout for the Indians of the half. With 4:18 to go, Clarke is down by the Cardinals 22-14. We'll be back after this.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
Welcome back to Clarinda, Iowa. Alex Liss here. As Clarinda leads 22-14 over the Indians with around 4:18 to go left in this first half. The Indians just used their final timeout with 2 wide receivers to the near side as Jack Cooley is in the shotgun formation. Wide receiver to the far side. Looks like it'll be false start on the Indians. That's going to be Brock Watson, the junior.
After the 5-yard false start, that backs them up to the 35-yard line. We'll make it now 3rd down and 15 for the
After the false start, it'll bring back the Indians to the 35-yard line, make it 3rd and 15, a very long 3rd and 15 for the Indians, as they need to make it to the 50-yard line. But the Indians with their passing game is as Cooley is going to throw it to Jesus. Jesus is going to come down with the grab. Jesus is going to get the first down as it'll put the ball on the 47-yard line with around 4:10 to go in the first half. As Clarinda has not a lot going for the pass defense tonight. Their running defense is spectacular as the Indians don't have many yards on the ground tonight. Cooley in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Cooley fumbles it, and it's going to be Carson Downey that's going to land on it on the 50-yard line. And it's going to be Cardinal football, as that is a huge play from the star on the Clarinda Cardinals, Carson Downey. For Carson Downey, that's going to be his first fumble recovery of the season. With the Cardinals back now on offense, there's 3:43 left in this first half, as the Cardinals could capitalize here and make it a 2-score lead over the Indians. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Looks like Jones and Beckel are going to hand it off to Downey. Downey's going to get the first down. Downey's going to get 15 more. After that fumble recovery, Downey's just taken the, looks like he may just take the Clarinda Cardinals team in his own hands, as he is single-handedly pretty much beat Clarke tonight by himself, as he has a 57-yard touchdown and a 43-yard catch that brought the Cardinals to the 5-yard line with the Dominic Posley 5-yard rushing touchdown. Clark brings the receiver to the near side, Jones. Harris in the shotgun. Harris takes the snap, he gives it to Downey. Downey's going to maybe get a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Cardinals, as the clock will wind down to 3 minutes remaining in the half. Cardinals on the 34-yard line. Two receivers to the near side. Harris in the shotgun will pitch it to Downey, as Downey looks like he's going to fall. Maybe he fell in the backfield. It's going to be right at the 35-yard line for the Cardinals, as it'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Cardinals. Clock's winding down here. 1:45 to go in the second. Harris in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the near side. Harris is going to look to throw. Harris is going to get it to Jones. Jones is going to catch the ball, but it's only going to give him maybe maybe 4 yards. It's going to make it 4th and 6. Not enough for the Cardinals to get the first down. But it looks like the offense is going to stay on the field as Noah Harris is looking for the play. To score here for the Cardinals could be very, very crucial as Clarke will get the ball to start the second half. Clock's going to continue to wind. It's going to be a minute left in the half now. And Clarinda's going to take a timeout. Welcome back to Clarenda for the second half of Class 2A District 7 high school football featuring the Clarenda Cardinals versus the Clarke Indians. Clarenda Cardinals 3-2, Clarke Indians 2-3. Clarenda leads the Clarke Indians 22-14. As we may have had in the final minute of the first half some mutage there, that is cleared up now. We should be good the rest of the game, as we will get started in this second half of play with the Clarke Indians are going to receive, and I'll be going over some of the first half with you, as Carson Downey had a 57-yard touchdown run, and Dominic Posley had a 5-yard touchdown run. Same with Carson Downey also had a 2-yard touchdown run to lift the score to 22. Clarke had a 90-yard touchdown from Brock Watson. That was Watson's second touchdown of the year on a return. Clarke also had a nice drive to start the second quarter to get them into the end zone. Had a nice couple of passing plays. Clarenda's used Carson Downey a ton tonight. He's pretty much been the star on both sides of the ball. He had a fumble recovery. He's had over 100 rushing yards, maybe over 150 after the first play if they use him. Clarenda hasn't really thrown the ball much tonight. There's no completions yet. Clarke has used their passing game with Jack Coley a ton tonight. His top receiver, Brock Watson, as I mentioned earlier, had that touchdown. He also had many receptions to get them into the end zone on that drive where they scored to extend their score to 14. It was Jesus Vega that scored the touchdown, though, not Brock Watson. Vega's been used tonight many times. The story of the first half, though, for the Indians was the penalties. They had many illegal formation penalties, many false start, many offsides, many penalties for the Clarke Indians that took many yards away from them. Same on the Clarenda side. They had a couple offsides, a couple holdings, and they just need to play clean in the second half to stay ahead of Clarke for the Clarenda side. As we get ready to start the second half, Clarenda will kick off since they received the first opening kickoff earlier at 7 o'clock. Clarke will have most likely their top returner, Brock Watson, back there. Watson's also very good on the punt returner side. He's had 9 attempts and 308 yards and a touchdown. So Watson's a very good returner. Upcoming for Clarenda, they go to number 25 Sheraton next Friday. I will be on the call with that. And then the weekend after that, and the next Friday, they'll be home against number 27 Centerville. Upcoming for Clarke, they'll be at home next weekend against number 21 I-35. I-35 lost to Clarenda last week, 44-7. And then Clarke will end their regular season at number 25 Sheraton, who Clarenda takes on next week. As we get underway, Watson will be back deep with Myers, the kicker, Jackson Myers, that is.
All right, fans, up on your feet for the kickoff. Here we go.
And the second half's underway now. A line drive kick to Watson. Watson's going to take it from the 5. Watson's going to get to the 20, the 30. Watson's going to get to the 40. It looks like it's going to be another return for him if less Beckel, and he can't. That's going to be another return. It's going to be 95 yards for Watson. That's his second return on the night. Touchdown Indians. That'll bring the Indians back into this ball game, make it 20-22. big mistake there by the Cardinals to let the Clarke Indians make another touchdown run on a kickoff. It's the second of the night for Watson. Watson now just on those 2 kick returns has 185 yards on the night. The Indians will kick the point after. They fake it. They're going to throw it, and it's going to be caught as a 2-point conversion is going to be made, and that'll tie the ball game as Clarke's going to tie the score at 22 with 11:45 to go in the second half. As within the first 15 seconds of the second half, Clarke scored. As it looks like there may be some talk with the referees on something here. Not sure what. Oh, excuse me, that's going to be incomplete. So Clarke will not be tied with Clarinda. Clarinda will maintain their lead at 22-20 over the Indians. As I mentioned, though, very big mistake on the Cardinals kicking team, as that's the second of the night. So Clarinda needs to figure something out there again, and that could bite them in the near future if this game remains close and Clarinda scores at the near end and Clarke has another run at it. As we do this again, Clarinda will be receiving now as Caden Hawley and Carson Beckel will be back deep. Looks like Oscar Castro is going to be kicking off for the Indians here. Castro's gotten in a couple plays tonight. Crucial drive for the Cardinals to keep their lead over the Indians, as the Indians do have a kicker, unlike the Cardinals. They can kick field goals and take the lead, as it'll be a short kick to Cooper Phillips, number 5. Phillips is going to take it. He's going to get to maybe the 40. He's going to keep going, get down to the 47-yard line, as Cooper Phillips will give the Cardinals great field position. As I mentioned earlier, Carson Downey was a huge factor in the first half for the Cardinals, as he had pretty much almost 150 yards on the ground himself. He had a 57-yard touchdown to make the score 14-7 over the Indians earlier in the game. He also had a 43-yard catch that set up Dominic Posley's 5-yard touchdown. As Clarendon will bring in 2 receivers to the near side, Downey behind Harris in the shotgun. Hands it to Downey. Downey's going to break a tackle. He's going to lower his shoulder and get to maybe the 42-yard line, 43-yard line. That'll be a nice 6-yard gain. Excuse me, 41. That'll be a 4-yard gain for Downey. Posley checks in. Clarenda's using the fullback formation with Downey being the fullback in motion. He's going to pitch it to Posley. Posley's going to get an open space. He's going to get to maybe the 48 with the flag on the play. Make it almost a 10-yard run by Posley, with Downey there again, leading his block. holding on the Cardinals. That'll be a 10-yard penalty. That'll bring him back to the 32-yard line, make it 2nd and 16. As the Cardinals look to come back to the start of the downs. Hand it off to Posley. Posley's going to get a nice hole. He's going to get to maybe the 39-yard line. That'll make it 3rd and 8 for the Cardinals. Brought it back to right where the Cardinals were at before Posley had the first down that was called back due to the flag. Another fullback situation with Downey in there. Posley behind Downey. Downey's going to be wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. And it'll be a loss of yards. Maybe he lost a foot of yardage. That'll be 4th and 9, and it'll force the Cardinals to punt the ball away. Punter will be Dominic Posley. Back to return will be Brock Watson. Brock Watson, a huge name in this game tonight. 2 touchdown returns on kickoffs. 95-yarder and a 90-yarder. 95-yarder happened just recently, as happened less than 2 minutes ago. As Clarke looks to take a timeout now. I want to talk over this situation here, and we will be back after these video clips.
At Clarinda Regional Health Center, our therapy providers are here for you to ensure that you receive the exceptional care that you deserve. We have therapists for physical, occupational, and speech therapy needs, as well as specialized services like pelvic floor therapy and lymphedema care. Whether you're recovering from a surgery or an injury, our team's goal is to get you back to optimal functional living. Learn more about our therapy team and services at clarindahealth.com.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
Welcome back to Clarinda as we get started on this 4th and 9 as the Cardinals are going to punt. There's a flag on the play. Looks like Clarke had 12 players on the field, and now one's running off. Legal formation on the offense as well. It'll offset those penalties, and it'll make it 4th and 9 again. As the ball's on the 38, Brock Watson back to receive. As Posley's going to take it. Posley's going to get to the 50-yard line and get the first down. What a nice play by Connor Hannafin, the Cardinals head coach, as there looks to be a flag on the play. The far sideline. Let's see what this is. Sideline warning for the Clarke Indians. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 48 for the Cardinals after that nice trick play by Hannafin, the Cardinals head coach this season. As Harris in the shotgun formation with Downey behind him. 3 wideouts to the far side and 1 on the near side. Harris is going to take the snap. He's going to get a nice hole. He's going to keep going. He's going to get to the 35-yard line. That's another nice first down for the Cardinals. Noah Harris, nice rushing. Before this game, he had almost 400 yards on the season. Harris in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Downey. There's going to be another flag on the play. Flags have been the story of tonight. Let's see what this is. False start on the Cardinals.
Motion against the Cardinals. Moves it back to the 40-yard line. Where it'll be first and 15.
It'll be 1st and 15 for the Cardinals on the 40-yard line now instead of 1st and 10 on the 35 after a nice run by the Cardinals. Noah Harris in the shotgun, Carson Downey behind him. He's going to hand it to Downey. Downey's going to get he's not even going to get to the line of scrimmage before he's almost brought down by a herd of Clarke defenders. Second and 16 for the Cardinals now after that one yard loss by Downey. Harris in the shotgun again with Downey behind him. 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near. Harris is going to take it. Harris is going to run. He's going to get stopped at the line as he is tackled by multiple Clarke defenders. Not a lot of Clarendon defenders near him as the line kind of fell apart, and we have a player down. It's number 74, Lane O'Hare. He wasn't feeling good in the first half as well. He went down. As they tend to the injured Indian, we will be back after these.
Nordland Insurance Agency. Over 80 years of service to our area. Holly Stansberry and her husband Pete own Nordland Insurance Now, an independent agency representing several companies, and they offer a full line of insurance products, including home, auto, commercial, farm, crop, life, and health. Nordland Insurance Agency, serving Southwest Iowa and Northwest Missouri. Visit us online at nordlandinsurance.com or call us at 712-542-5175. Nordland Insurance Agency, Clarinda.
Your feet carry you through life, which is why Clarinda Regional Health Center wants to make sure you're putting your best foot forward for any foot or ankle concerns. Our team of podiatrists are available weekdays to address your foot or ankle issues, ranging from arthritis to diabetic foot problems, bunions, hammer toes, or foot injuries that might require surgical care. CRHC wants to help you take a step in the right direction. So go to clarindahealth.com to learn more about our podiatry services.
Welcome back to Clarinda as the number 74 from the Clarke Indians, Lane O'Hare, the senior, gets back up and is walking on his own again. Second time he's gone down tonight. Little recap if you are just joining us. Clarke scored on the opening play, the kickoff to be exact, 95-yard touchdown from Brock Watson. That's his second kickoff return of the night. 95-yarder and a 90-yarder. 90-yarder was the second kickoff of the game. And Brock Watson, tending to his returner stats, he's a very good punt returner with a couple touchdowns, 308 yards on 9 attempts. Harris in the shotgun with Downey next to him. Harris looks to throw. He's going to scramble out to the far side. He's going to get the first down and more. What a nice run by Noah Harris there. Huge football IQ there as he gets to the first down on 3rd and 15. There was nothing open there, so he took it on his own. He's short. And it'll be 4th down for the Cardinals. It'll be 4th and 1 to be exact. The ball is going to be in the 26-yard line. It was a 14-yard gain by Noah Harris. as the Cardinals. Another flag. Another illegal formation on the Cardinals. That's not counting, but that's got to be at least 5. There's been many tonight on the Cardinals. Flags have been the story of this game so far. And it looks like, since it's 4th and 6 now, not sure what the Cardinals are planning on doing. The offense is on the field as the punter remains on the sideline. See what Coach Hannafan has up his sleeve here on this 4th and 6 with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Harris is going to roll out to his right. He's going to throw it to Jones, and Jones is going to drop it. And that'll be a turnover on downs for the Cardinals. Clarke Indians will get possession as Jack Cooley, the quarterback for the Indians, will be bringing out his team and seeing if they can take the lead over these Cardinals. Like I mentioned before, Clarke, in the 4 matchups before tonight, had never scored more than 8 points against the Cardinals. Tonight they scored 20. Shows how the passing game on the Clarke side has worked a little bit. Cooley drops back, throws it to Watson. Watson's not going to go anywhere after he catches it. He's going to be taken down by multiple defenders. It'll make it 2nd and 6 after that short 4-yard pass from Cooley to Watson.
Cooley's pass to Watson is complete, good for about 4 yards. Second and long, 6. Tackled by Clarke at the back.
As I said at the beginning of the game, Watson is one of Cooley's most targeted wide receivers with 41 receptions entering the game. He's got to at least have more than 50, I'd assume, now. Cooley's going to scramble. He's going to get the pass to number 6. That's going to be Oscar Castro, the senior. Castro's made a name for himself a couple times tonight. Castro coming in this game only had a few touches on the ball this season, 16 to be exact. And tonight I think he's made a small name for himself in this game here. Cooley hands it off to number 44, Shea Matthews. Matthews is going to go nowhere. He's actually going to lose yardage. He's going to, oh, there's another flag thrown super late. Let's see what this is about. Seems to be an unsportsmanlike conduct on the Indians. That'll move the ball 15 yards from the spot of the play. That'll make it 2nd down. We'll move it back to the 36-yard line from it'll bring up 1st and 28 for the Clarke Indians. Cooley in the shotgun. Shea Matthews behind him. He's going to fake the handoff. It's going to be a screen pass to Matthews that is incomplete. The Clarinda Cardinals read it like a book, and That'll bring up 2nd and 28 for the, 26 for the Clarke Indians. 6 minutes here in this third quarter remain as the Clarke Indians trail the Clarendon Cardinals 20-22. Jack Cooley brings his team to the line with Shea Matthews, the running back, senior, number 44 behind him. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be it's going to be dropped. It's going to be dropped by Caden Hawley, the freshman. The extreme punt returner for the Clarendon Cardinals. He's made a name for himself. He's only a freshman. Caden Hawley in the next couple of years could be a name to look out for in the state of Iowa. As Cooley brings his team to the line once again, it'll be 3rd and 26. Cooley's going to look. He's going to be brought down. That's going to be not sure who got the sack. It might have been Jace Wilmus there. Wilmus has already 4 sacks in the season. That'd be adding to 5. Wilmus, one of the best defensive players that Clarinda has to offer on this team. It'll bring up 4th and a mile for the Indians. Caden Hawley, the punt returner, is standing on the first down marker as another flag looks to be on Clarke. Then it'll make this 4th down even longer. Penalties have been the story of this game tonight. Many illegal formations, offsides, false starts, both sides of the ball. Punt's going to get it to Caden Hawley. Hawley's going to be tackled for a loss of 2 yards, as that'll bring Noah Harris and his offense onto the field once again. Harris has had a couple nice runs tonight, not many to speak of, over 20, just a couple first down runs. He had that one earlier that brought him into 4th and 1 from 3rd and 15. But the story of the game tonight has been Carson Downey. 57-yard touchdown and a couple of nice plays that went over 20, maybe 30 yards. Let's see what Coach Hannafin and Coach Roger Williams have for their offense on this next drive. As there's 4 minutes and 58 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Ball's placed on the 40-yard line as Clarinda's in a bunch set. Direct snap, to Noah Harris. That'll go for 5 yards as there's another flag. I think they're averaging 1 flag a play now. Let's see what this penalty marker is. Personal foul on the Clarke Indians. That'll bring the Cardinals 15 yards closer to their own end zone. They'll be on their side of the 40 now. Direct snap to Harris as he hands it off to Myers, and Myers is brought down hard. That was a very late hit, and not much to say there on that play, as the Cardinals lost maybe a few yards. As they're coming back to the line, it's going to be 2nd and 14 on their own 44. It's going to be a direct snap to Posley. Posley's going to run up the middle. Posley's going to get, he's going to get the first down. He's going to get many more. What a nice run by Posley after that late hit on Jackson Myers to bring some confidence back to the Clarenda sideline. Clarenda looks to be moving on this drive after having not such good luck to start this half, after the 95-yard touchdown by Brock Watson. And then a nice 3-and-out by the Cardinals to start their opening drive. Clarenda's down to 5 seconds on the play clock, and they're still in the huddle. And it looks like Coach Hannafin's going to be calling a timeout. With 3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the third quarter, Clarenda remains ahead as they lead the Clarke Indians 22-20 in this Class 2A7 District High School football game. We'll be back after these.
Nordland Insurance Agency. Over 80 years of service to our area. Holly Stansberry and her husband Pete own Nordland Insurance now, an independent agency representing several companies, and they offer a full line of insurance products including home, auto, commercial, farm, crop, life, and health. Nordland Insurance Agency, serving Southwest Iowa and Northwest Missouri. Visit us online at nordlandinsurance.com or call us at 712-542-5175. Nordland Insurance Agency. Clarinda.
Welcome back to Clarenda. Alex Liss with you here as Clarenda leads the Clarke Indians 22-20 with 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. Clarenda's had a nice drive they've been building off of this. Dominic Posley just had a nice yardage to get the first down. Posley's going to get the ball again. He's going to trip. That's only going to bring it maybe 5 yards. It's going to be on the 22-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Cardinals after that 5-yard run by Posley. Using Posley a little bit more here in the second half to rest Downey. As Harris is going to lower his shoulder. And he's going to get past a couple defenders and make it, I don't know, maybe 3rd and 1. Clarenda now in the red zone on the 18-yard line. Clarenda gets ready to snap it again. Direct snap to Downey. Downey's going to get a few yards. It'll be inside the 15, maybe on, say, the 13-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Clarenda comes to the line again. Direct snap to Posley. Posley's going to get through a hole. Posley's going to maybe make it to the 7-yard line. 8-yard line, excuse me. It was a nice gain of 5 by Posley, as it'll make it 2nd and 5. Harris brings his team back to the line. Direct snap to Posley again. Posley's going to get to the outside, and he's going to be tripped, and he's going to be in. That'll be another touchdown for the Cardinals. Dominic Posley, that's his second on the night, as that'll extend the lead to 28 to 20. And it looks like there may be a Cardinal down on the far side. It's Dominic Posley. After that touchdown by Dominic Posley, it made the score 28 to 20 with 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the third quarter. Posley's now up and walking on his own 2 feet back to the sideline. He might have just got his bell rung just a little bit. Now, every time Clarinda goes for 2, so this could extend their lead from 8 to 10. Could extend it from a 1-possession game to a 2-possession game, and just this play right here. Downey takes the snap, and he's going to get in there. That's going to extend the lead for the Cardinals, make it 30 to 20. The Cardinals will lead over the Clarke Indians 30 to 20 in the third quarter with 2:09 remaining after the Dominic Posley touchdown. We'll be back after this.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
At Clarinda Regional Health Center, our therapy providers are here for you to ensure that you receive the exceptional care that you deserve. We have therapists for physical, occupational, and speech therapy needs, as well as specialized services like pelvic floor therapy and lymphedema care. Whether you're recovering from a surgery or an injury, our team's goal is to get you back to optimal functional living. Learn more about our therapy team and services at clarindahealth.com.
Welcome back to Clarinda. As we're just getting underway, 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Clarinda leads the Clarke Indians 30 to 20. After that nice drive by the Clarinda Cardinals, finishing in a Dominic Posley touchdown and a 2-point conversion made by Carson Downey to extend the lead. It's a nice kick, and it's going to be, and the Cardinals are going to stop him on the 5-yard line after a miscommunication by the star returner, Brock Watson. Watson tonight has 2 touchdowns, a 95-yarder and a 90-yarder return. That's the 2 scores of Clarke tonight. So without those 2 special team scores, the score would only be 7-30. So special teams on Clarinda may need a little help on their end, but looks like it'll be marked on the 7-yard line after that miscommunication kickoff. Cooley will bring his team out as there's a receiver to the near side, 2 on the far, as Cooley's going to take it himself. And he's going to get to maybe the 10-yard line. Being a passing team, Cooley does take it a couple times on his own. He has 3 touchdowns on the season. After that 3-yard gain by Cooley to make it 2nd and 7, with the ball on the 10-yard line. About 1:30 to go in the third quarter. Cooley in the shotgun. Wide receiver to the near side. He's going to throw it deep. Looks like Noah Harris is going to be there. And that's going to be a catch by number 6, Oscar Castro, the senior. Oscar Castro making a name for himself tonight. But it looks like he's now down on the far sideline as the athletic trainers will tend to him. We'll take a stoppage of play. And we will be back after this.
Nordland Insurance Agency. Over 80 years of service to our area. Holly Stansberry and her husband Pete own Nordland Insurance now, an independent agency representing several companies, and they offer a full line of insurance products including home, auto, commercial, farm, crop, life, and health. Nordland Insurance Agency, serving Southwest Iowa and Northwest Missouri. Visit us online at nordlandinsurance.com or call us at 712-542-5175. Nordland Insurance Agency. Clarinda.
Welcome back to Clarinda as I stand incorrected. It was an incomplete pass, so it'll make it 3rd and 7. And that'll be completed to number 13 as there's a flag on the play as Brock Watson's helmet was flown off of his head after he made the nice grab there. He'll have to come out of play since his helmet came off, and there's a flag on the play as well. Let's see what this penalty flag is. Most likely going to be face mask since the helmet came off. I stand corrected. It's face mask on the defense. It's a 15-yard penalty for the Cardinals. Very big a mistake from the Cardinals. It'll bring out the Clarke Indians to the 22-yard line with a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. As Cooley takes the snap, he's going to fake the handoff. He's going to roll around. He's going to have many Clarendon defenders chasing after him. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be incomplete, defended by Carson Beckel and Carson Downey. Beckel looked to make a interception there. He has, pretty sure he has 1 on the season. Excuse me. Beckel has 2 interceptions on the season. That would have made 3, but it was deflected away. As it's 2nd and 10 for the Indians on the 32-yard line. There's 44 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter as Cooley's in the shotgun with Matthews in his shadow. Cooley's going to fake. Hawley's going to be there, and Hawley's going to bring down number 7, Jesus Vega. Vega wants a flag, but he's not going to get it. He thinks there's holding. Hawley just made a nice play there. Could have gone either way. That'll bring up 3rd and 10 for the Indians. It's been a long week for some of these Cardinals as it was homecoming here actually. And there's a flag on the field. Delay a game on the offense. That'll back him up 5 yards and make it 3rd and 15. Ball now be on the 27-yard line. As Cooley brings his offense back. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 far. Matthews is in a shadow. He's going to fake the handoff to Matthews. He's going to throw it to Brock Watson, and Watson's going to get the first down. As that was a nice 17-yard gain by Watson. Watson continues to be Cooley's favorite target of the night. Cooley brings his team to the line. Two receivers on the near side. Not option play to Matthews. Matthews is going to get past many defenders, and he's going to be brought down by Noah Harris on the 35-yard line after about a 20-yard gain for Matthews from the option. The option play, don't see that a lot around here now, do you? Oh wait, that's Nebraska. That'll end the third quarter as the Clarinda Cardinals lead the Clarke Indians 30-20. We'll be back after these.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
At Clarinda Regional.
Welcome back to Clarinda as we look to get underway in the fourth quarter as Clarinda leads 30-20. Recap of this half. The half actually started. The first 15 seconds of the half was a 95-yard touchdown return from, well, the only player that's been doing a ton on this Clarke Indians team, and that's Brock Watson. He has been the story of this team tonight. He has had 2 touchdowns and many receptions, leading them into the Jesus Vega solo touchdown. The solo touchdown from the offense tonight. 2 others have been on the special teams. As Cooley will bring his team to the 34-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 as we start this fourth quarter. Cooley's going to pass it to Jesus. He's going to be brought down by the freshman Caden Hawley. And there's going to be a flag on the play. Like I said before, flags. That's what this game is made of tonight. Let's see what the ref has to say. Personal foul on the defense. It'll move the ball up 15 yards. That'll be an automatic first down for the Indians. And without some of these penalties, the Cardinals wouldn't be in the situation they're at while they're standing with the goal line to their backs. As now Clarke is inside the red zone on the 16-yard line to start this fourth quarter. Clarinda leads 30-20. There's a gain of 3. It'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Indians. Cooley takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Matthews. Matthews is going to get. He's going to get to the 5-yard line after he's broke 3 tackles to just get there. As it looks like the Indians will be inside the 5-yard line with 1st and goal. As the Cardinals look to keep the Indians off of the scoreboard here. with a touchdown here would bring the Indians within 4. With the point after, to bring them within 3. Indians are going to rush to the line here. Maybe confuse the Cardinals. So there's going to be a false. That's going to be a false start on the whole offense. I do not think the center snapped the ball. That'll move the ball to around the 10-yard line. But it would still be 1st and goal. With 10 minutes to go in this ball game. Cooley takes the snap. He's going to throw it. That's Jesus over there, and Caden Hawley. No, excuse me. Karsten Beckel on the play. Excuse me, it was Caden Hawley. The freshman. He's making a, like I said, a few years, Caden Hawley could be a name to look out for in the near future, as he's only a freshman. Timeout on the Indians. As the Cardinals lead 30-20 with 10 minutes to go in this game. We'll be back after these.
Nordland Insurance Agency. Over 80 years of service to our area. Holly Stansberry and her husband Pete own Nordland Insurance Now, an independent agency representing several companies, and they offer a full line of insurance products, including home, auto, commercial, farm, crop, life, and health. Nordland Insurance Agency, serving Southwest Iowa and Northwest Missouri. Visit us online at nordlandinsurance.com or call us at 712-542-5175. Nordland Insurance Agency. Clarinda.
Welcome back to Clarinda, Iowa for this Class 2A 7 District Iowa High School football game featuring the Clarinda Cardinals over the Clarke Indians. Clarinda leads over the Clarke Indians 30-20 with 10 minutes and 11 seconds to be exact left in this game. The Indians have had a nice drive so far, but due to a penalty, it is now 2nd and goal on the 11-yard line. The Indians want to slow down the game a little bit, as they did get down here very quickly, but they want to talk over a few things before they try and get into the end zone here on these next 2 downs. Cooley's going to be in the shotgun formation with Matthews behind him. He's going to throw it up again, and it's going to be spotted at the 1. That was number 7, Jesus Vega, the senior, on the reception. They'll bring it down to maybe a foot, if not an inch, and it looks like the Indians are going to get in there. They're going to score. As that'll be 26-30. As it looks like there may be a player down. As Clarke will come on to attempt the point after. Looks like there's a flag before the play has even started. Illegal substitution on the Clarke Indians there to move back the kick a little bit. It will now be a 26-yarder. Kick is up and is no good. As the Clarke Indians will be down by the Cardinals 26-30 with 9 minutes and 39 minutes remaining in this ball game. Clarke needs to stop Clarinda here if they want to win this one, and Clarinda needs to capitalize on this drive, if any. This is the final drive to capitalize, because before you know it, Clarke could be leading with a special teams play. We'll be back after these for the final 9 minutes of this football game. Sorry, we will not be going to commercial, as the kicking team was coming out now. As I was saying before, the Clarke special teams has really brought this game as close as it is. 2 touchdowns, many nice returns. The special teams from Clarke is outstanding, I would say. Back deep for the Cardinals now will be Karsten Beckel and Caden Hawley. Caden Hawley, the freshman, has made a little name for himself tonight, as Clarke will get ready to boot this one away for the final 9 minutes and 39 seconds of this football game. As it'll be Beckel that'll take it. He'll be from the 10. He'll get to the 20. He'll get to the 30. He'll get to the 40, and he'll be taken out the 45-yard line. That's a nice return by the Cardinals. That'll get a confidence booster in there, and great field position. Like I was saying earlier, Clarke had a great special teams play, and now Clarinda's getting special teams plays that are going their way. Not a touchdown, such as the Indians had twice tonight so far, which is crazy if you have one at all. Harris is going to take the snap. And he's not going to gain a single inch, and it'll remain 2nd and 10. The ball on the 39-yard line. As Harris will bring his team back up to the line. Direct snap to Posley. Posley will get maybe 5 yards. It'll bring it to the 44-yard line. Now it'll make it 3rd and 5 for the Cardinals. Ball will be placed on the 44-yard line. Very huge situation here for the Cardinals. This could make or break the game. First down here would help them. Direct snap to Downey. Downey's going to get through a hole. Downey's going to get the first down. He'll be right on the first down marker. Clarke wants it to be 4th down. And let's see what the refs say. It is first down, Cardinals. As that'll extend the drive for the Cardinals. Direct snap to Harris. He's going to give it to Myers. Myers is going to take the jet sweep. He's going to get a first down. There's going to be a flag on the play. He's going to get to the 30. The 20 is going to be brought down to the 20-yard line by a herd of Clarke defenders. The flag on the play looks to be... Let's see what the refs have to say about it. It's on the... right in the middle of the play. Holding on the offense. It'll bring back the ball to the original line of scrimmage because it was the spot of the foul. So 5 yards from that will be the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line as the Cardinals get ready to finish their drive out. Direct snap to Posley. Posley's going to get a nice hole. Posley's going to get a nice gain there. About maybe 6 yards I'd give him. Make it 2nd and 4 for the Cardinals. Cardinals maybe looking to take some time off the clock here in this late 4th quarter. It is a direct snap to Posley. Posley's going to get a nice hole. He's going to get the first down and a little bit more. He's going to maybe get a 5-yard gain there. It'll make it 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. As Clarke gets lined up again. Harris in the backfield. Direct snap to Downey. Downey's going to get nice running room. He's going to get a first down and more. That's an offensive line just pushing Downey through a herd of defenders. It's a very strong offensive line the Cardinals do have this year. They are using it to their best ability. It'll be marked on the 28-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. As the Cardinals start on 1st and 10. Downey takes the direct snap. Downey's going to get 5. Downey's going to get 6. Downey's going to get a nice run there. It'll be 2nd and 5. As that play brings us to the halfway point of this quarter with 6 minutes remaining. As Clarinda leads 30-26. 4-point lead over the Clarke Indians. Clarinda 3-2, Clarke 2-3. A win here for Clarke would bring them back to 500. Direct snap to Downey. Downey's going to get a nice running room. He's going to get to maybe the 15-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Clarinda is now using up a ton of time to wind down this clock. Harris takes his team out. Posley in the backfield next to him. Posley's going to take the direct snap. Posley's going to get a nice block from Harris. And it looks like he's going to get a 7, maybe 8-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 3 on the 8. As we have a timeout with Clarke. That'll be Clarke's first, maybe 2nd time out of the half, and we will be back after this. Clarinda leads 30-26 in the 4th quarter.
At Clarinda Regional Health Center, our therapy providers are here for you to ensure that you receive the exceptional care that you deserve. We have therapists for physical, occupational, and speech therapy needs, as well as specialized services like pelvic floor therapy and lymphedema care. Whether you're recovering from a surgery or an injury, our team's goal is to get you back to optimal functional living. Learn more about our therapy team and services at clarindahealth.com.
Welcome back to Clarinda as we are getting underway in this final 4 minutes and 45 seconds of this ball game. 2A Class 7 District High School football featuring the Clarinda Cardinals and the Clarke Indians. Clarinda leads 30 to 26 over the Indians. Clarinda's now on their own 8. 2nd and 3. As Clarinda lines up. Direct snap to Harris. It's going to be given back to Myers. Myers is going to get down to maybe the 5-yard line. That won't be good enough for the first down. As it'll be third. Oh, excuse me. As we have a stoppage. Not sure what's happening. Maybe they're going to try and measure, see if they got the first down. Nope. 3rd and 1. Ball's on the 5-yard line. Posley. Direct snap. He's going to get there, and he's going to get into the end zone. That'll increase the score to 10 points over the Indians, making it 36 to 26 with 4 minutes and 15 seconds remaining on the clock. As not sure what play Clarinda's going to be doing as Noah Harris comes out, the quarterback. Looking at maybe a wildcat situation here. Clarinda's entire drive was basically a wildcat, direct snaps to many different players, Posley, Harris, Downey. Downey's going to take it. He's going to get to the far side, and he's going to be in. And that'll extend the score from 38 to 26. Cardinals lead with 4 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in this game. As we will be back after this short message.
Here it is. This is where my passion is my major.
With more than 80 areas of study, dozens of clubs and activities to choose from, and advisors who ask the right questions and offer support, it's easy to be you at Iowa Western.
Welcome back to Clarinda with 4 minutes and 15 seconds remaining on the clock. Clarinda Cardinals lead Clarke Indians 38 to 26. Clarinda just capitalized on a very long and very running the ball drive. Dominic Posley had a 5-yard rushing touchdown in the end zone. And Carson Downey scored a 2-point conversion to extend the score from 30 to 38. And then Clarke remains at 26. Clarke had 2 offensive touchdowns tonight. 2 of them being pass. The other ones were returns by one man. The name is Brock Watson. As Brock Watson is now back to return. This could be a very big moment if Clarinda cannot stop this kick returner. He has scored 2 touchdowns tonight. Clarinda needs to think here and tackle the ball carrier. As Myers kicks it. And it looks like I believe it was number 44 that took this ball instead of Brock Watson, and that was going to be Shea Matthews. As the kicker, Jackson Myers, did want to keep it away from Brock Watson since he did score 2 touchdowns tonight. Smart move there by Myers. As Cooley will bring out his offense one more time with exactly 4 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in this ball game. The ball will be placed in the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Clarke Indians. Two receivers on the near side. Cooley's going to give it to number 87. That'll be a 4, maybe 5-yard gain for Cole White, the senior. Cole White is one of the many receivers that Cooley likes to use each game. Cooley takes the snap, drops back. He's going to throw, and it looks like Beckel's going to intercept it. Karsten Beckel with the interception over Cooley, and it looks like he intercepted it right over Brock Watson's head, as Clarinda will take over possession with 3 minutes and 23 seconds remaining with a 12-point lead. Harris and Downey in the backfield. Downey takes the snap. Maybe a 5-yard gain for Downey. Add 5 more onto this very huge night from Downey. Pair of touchdowns, one of them being 57 yards. Clarinda's looking to slow this game way down. They do not want to give Clarke the ball back with any time to spare. They know Clarke knows how to pass it.
Jake wants to know if you can give a shout out to middle school and youth football players for picking up trash on the hill.
Downey's going to take the run. He's going to bust his way through the offense and defensive line. He's going to make 10 yards and make that a 1st down for the Cardinals. As it'll be 1st and 10 on the 46-yard line. Four seconds remaining on the play clock for the Cardinals. Downey's going to take it. Downey's going to keep moving. He's going to get down to the 27, maybe the 26-yard line. Downey, heck of a night he's having. Just adding on yards after yards. We're under the 2-minute mark now in this ball game, as Clarinda's still remaining to take the clock down to 0 each time on the play clock. With 7 seconds remaining on the play clock, Clarenda finally takes their positions, as it would be a direct snap to Downey. Downey's going to make his way maybe 3 yards there, as that'll be 2nd and 8 now. Ball will be on the 26-yard line. As Clarenda continues to wind down this clock, we're under a minute now, as This could possibly be one of the last plays of the game, as Harris will kneel. And that will end it here in Clarinda, as Clarinda will take the game, improving to 4-2, 38-26 over the Clarke Indians. Clarke will now drop to 2-4 on the season. As Clarinda will win its homecoming game. We'll be back for the recap after this.
Nordland Insurance Agency. Over 80 years of service to our area. Holly Stansberry and her husband Pete own Nordland Insurance now, an independent agency representing several companies, and they offer a full line of insurance products, including home, auto, commercial, farm, crop, life, and health. Nordland Insurance Agency, serving Southwest Iowa and Northwest Missouri. Visit us online at nordlandinsurance.com or call us at 712-542-5175. Nordland Insurance Agency, Clarinda.
Welcome back to Clarinda for the final time tonight. My name is Alex Liss, and I want to thank you for listening in tonight. I'll give you the recap now. Carson Downey, he had many touchdowns tonight, one being a 57-yarder, one being a 5-yarder, and one he set up a Dominic Posley 5-yard touchdown with a 43-yard screen pass. On the other side of the ball, Clarke had 2 touchdowns, one by Brock Watson, two by Brock Watson, both being 95-yarder and a 90-yard kickoff return. Clarke couldn't really get the passing game going tonight, as Clarinda did indeed win this one by a very large margin, I'd say, 2 scores at least. But this is the first time that Clarke has scored over 8 points on Clarinda ever, and this is the 5th meeting. Clarinda will go to 5-0 against Clarke at all time, as dating back to 2010. Thank you for listening in tonight. Hope you see you next week in Sheraton. Clarinda will be going on number 25 Sheraton next week, and then at home the next week against Centerville. Clarke will be going home against number 21 I-35, and then next week at number 25 Sheraton. Thank you for listening in tonight. My name is Alex Liss. I am signing off. Thank you for listening tonight.